Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about about Ryzen CPUs. Since we have some new information about them, we have some benchmarks actually leaked for some of the new processors, and in these benchmarks we see the AMD Ryzen 7 1700X processor, which is going to cost around $389. My opinion is that the prices will be a little higher than that, and it is compared to the 6900K. So as you can see here in the benchmarks, it edges the 6900K a little bit. It is a little bit faster. In this benchmark as well, it edges this out. But the interesting thing is that here in the physics 4, it does fall a bit behind, but it's still it is better than the 7700K. But I don't think that this should be worrying. Now on this benchmark, again, as of what we see, it edges the 6900K. Again, here we have a little bit lower score, but as of what we see, again, the 7700K is a bit lower than that, like in the previous test. And here again we see that it is quite better. Now something interesting is that we have basically prices for all of those processors. So the Ryzen 7 1800X, the 8-core 16-thread processor, is rated right now at $500. My opinion is that it is going to be quite higher. It's definitely going to be about $600 or more. The R7 1700X, the one that we saw benchmarks of previously, again 8-core 16-thread processor, 16 megs of cache, all of those, is going for $389. But in my opinion, again, it's gonna be about $450 or something like that. We'll see when these processors release. And something very interesting to note here is that these two processors, the 1800X and the 700X, are very similar. They both have 8 cores, 16 threads, 16 megs of L3 cache, 95 watt TDP, but the only thing that changes is the clock speed. And in my opinion, with a good overclock to the 1700X, you can easily touch the performance of the 1800X, paying much less. Now with the R5s, we have the 1600X, starting at $259. It's gonna be at $300 in my opinion. 95 watt TDPs, and the other ones, the 1500, the 1400X, and the 1300, are rated at 65 watts. Actually, that's very low. That means that they will be very power efficient. And we see that the 1400X and the 1300X are 4-core 8 threads and 6-core 12 threads, the 1600X and the 1500X. And again, we see some difference in clock speeds, and of course different in prices. In this occasion right here, in the 1600X and the 17 and this 1500, comparing them, we see that with a hefty overclock you could touch the performance of it being less. And yeah, very interesting performance right now, performance level and prices, but we cannot be sure about anything because we do not know if these benchmark numbers are accurate and if they are correct, and if they are even from these processors that we're talking about. So let's hope that AMD is not lying, but we still have to wait until the day that these processors release and we take them to our hands to benchmark them in the real world, because what people want to see is benchmarks in games, and then we can say if, for example, the 1700X can be better than the 6900X, because let's remember that a $400 processor is compared to a $1,000 processor, and if the benchmark we get from the real world case scenario, let's say games and rendering are about the same, then I believe this is going to be huge benefit for everyone. and prices will drop, as I said in the previous videos. So I hope guys you found this video interesting, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. And I'm feeling good.